Good evening, Californios. This is podcast number 30 for the weekend of December 25th, 2021. We are Red Star Report. For this week's issue of Voices for California Nation, Shankar and I are just here to talk. This is podcast 30, final podcast of 2021. And I want to talk a little bit about Red Star Report itself before we begin. When we started putting the pieces in place for Red Star Report back in February of last year, I just come out of being sick with COVID-19, and the California independence movement had just been sucker punched by the return of Louis Marinelli in an attempted Yes California coup to subvert the entire movement. For those who didn't know, Shankar and I were given a choice to get on board with Yes California as our unquestionable leaders, or we'd basically find ourselves out in the cold. I guess you could say we found that offer unacceptable, and we found it that they were misrepresenting themselves, and they were misrepresenting the possibilities. Now, at the time, we didn't know how many people would have also been left outside looking in, but we knew two things. First, real California independence movement people would never stand for this. I would need a new way to communicate. And second, Shankar and I are California independence movement activists. Being on the outside looking in, that's our natural habitat. So I guess it's safe to say that Red Star Report's existence is a testament to the idea that anger is energy, which was a good thing because from recording interviews to editing our own videos, we had a lot to learn. But here we are, Red Star Report, podcast 30. What I really want to say here is thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience with us as we learn our craft. And thank you for planting your heels and continuing in your belief in a real grassroots California independence movement and in California values. 2021 hasn't been easy this year for many of us. There's that old Chinese curse that goes, may you live in interesting times, and 2022 is already shaping up to be interesting in just a turbulent and challenging way that old curse is supposed to warn us about. So I'm sure Red Star Report, as the activist media group for the California independence movement, we're going to have plenty to discuss in the future. But tonight, Red Star Report simply says thank you to all our Red Star rebels. We'll be taking a few weeks off to update, add new content, but look for us by the end of January. Until then, we're asking you to stay warm, stay safe, and most of all, stay Californians. And Shankar and I, we're just here to talk. How you doing, Shankar?
Pretty good, Hal. I just wanted to thank you, sir, for this whole concept and bringing this thing to fruition, man. Let me just say, as far as Lewis and Marcus are concerned, you did an excellent job, my friend. I applaud you. I personally I'm not like I mean, if you believe in independence, I'm gonna be right behind you, supporting you. Even if I disagree with you, I'll help you, push you along the way. So I didn't think it would. I was playing defense, and you, my friend, were playing offense, dude. And it was week after week of endless jokes against Marcus and Lewis. The animations, the cartoons, the segments. I mean, great, dude. It was funny and it was great. And you did it, man. I mean, they're done. They're done for. Don't ever think Louis Marinelli will ever disappear. I don't know what Marcus is doing right now. That guy. I don't know what he's going to do. He's got no teeth, though. So now it's our turn. There's nothing to stop us except for ourselves. And it seems to me the entire movement is happy, or at least satisfied right now. No one's worried. No one's watching their back. Now's the time to galvanize and let's pick an issue or a topic and let's push it forward together collectively as well as what I think we should do as a movement. I mean, something that would help represent our sovereignty, something that would promote Californianism, so to speak. I mean, we should definitely do that as a movement and keep that on for a year or two as our rally cry or as our calling card, so to speak. Right now, while those two asshats are out of the way. So again, thank you so much, dude. And listen, man. I go out. I just talk out of my, I just say whatever. I don't have anything written down or anything pressed. So I'm out on the field all the time, man. I'm always out on the street all the time because that's where it's happening. That's where I see change happening. And to meld the two together into this, bro, is just genius, dude. Thank you very much for allowing me that, allowing me to vent through this medium by what I go on the streets and do as well. Dude, and then I have some people I'd like to thank, man. I don't know if I can do that right now. You want to?
That's kind of what we're here for.
So look, I want to thank all of the activists. Even though we had a shit year as far as 2020 because of COVID, and even 2021 because of COVID, as much as we tried to get out there, we all minded our civic duty and kept inside. And the ones that were out there, and I already said this before, we all know who the ones that were out there protesting the school boards. Be wary of them. We all know what's coming around the corner with them. But I would just like to thank BLM first and foremost, for allowing us every time we go there. I'm open to videotape, to ask questions. They've always allowed me on. BLM, much respect to you. Also, the Palestinian Youth Authority, again, they let me set up a table in the middle of their rally, man, surrounded by sheriffs. They let me set up a table with a Red Star banner, and I broadcasted there until I couldn't anymore. And thank you, Palestinian Youth Authority, for that. And then March and Rally Los Angeles for tying all of these groups together on Facebook and in social media. And then, of course, Andy Salas from the Quiche Nation, who taught me a lot about indigenous in Southern California. He's a great plethora of information that comes from him, man. And believe me, if you tell him your last name, if it's Spanish, he'll tell you exactly kind of where you're from. Okay, whether you're Spanish or you're native or what happened to you, he has that skill set. Also, Alex Gruenfelder, who's making his mayoral run this year. He's 21 years old right now, folks. He's alumni from San Diego State, running for mayor of Los Angeles from LA. He's very much part of the independence movement. And has been in it since he was 16, 17 years old. Alex Gruenfelder, please check him out. He's running for the mayor of Los Angeles, and he is. If you believe what I believe or what Hal believes, this is your man to vote for. If you live in Los Angeles, and then the social media site, especially on Instagram, in this together Los Angeles. It's one of those sites that post, if you have a protest, you want to do something, an action, you would email these people and they put it all on a flyer and a banner for you, so you can, and then they post that out to the hundreds of thousands of people that have the eyeballs and watching that. So thank you, in this together LA. And then I'm missing a bunch of people, but I'll have to thank them later. And then Sedition Hunters, seditionhunters.org, who's catching all of these insurrectionist bastards, these Trumpers, especially the ones here in California. The ones in California seem to be, I think, getting away with it a little bit more. All the East Coast guys are going down now, but I don't think Sedition Hunters will ever stop. Thank you so much for doing that. And I think that's it, man. And thank you, Hal and Kirsten. And I hope this year, man, this COVID fog lifts and we're able to go out again and on the streets again and take the streets, our streets, back. So that's all I got, buddy.
Oh, I got a couple to add to that list.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks to James Aguirre, Warrior with a Pen.
Yeah, James. James, a good guy.
That was some inspiring stuff, and it was laying down some serious knowledge. Thank thank you to Michael Lopes.
Oh yeah, Mike,
for coming on and giving us a chance.
Great job, Mike. Great job on that.
Yeah,
way to lead the way, buddy.
Was it 26,000 or 28,000 people voted for him?
I say 27,000 people, just to keep it.
No, we'll split the difference because it's who you gonna ask. But it's like Michael Lopes,
massive.
Everybody, Sean Forbes and everybody, Theo and everybody over at CNP. Thank you for your help and thank you for your support and giving us a shot.
CNP, somebody from CNP, you need to come over here and talk to us, man. You need to be on this side of the mic, CNP.
Yeah, it's like come over here and talk to us all the time. Come over here and say your piece. It's like that's what we set up Red Star Report for in the first place. And it basically goes on. It's like thank you to all the Red Star Rebels, everybody out there who've basically subscribed to our page so far, and all those who are just watching us on YouTube.
Hey, don't forget Angus in Scotland.
And the Yes Scotland people. That very kind. Thank you for everything, and it means a lot to us. It's been a year. I mean, we were talking about that a little earlier. It's like from where we started to where we finished. We began this with nothing. We had no idea what we were doing. And, everything we've done so far, we've had to learn on the fly. And here we are. Next year, 2022.
We got some good guests lined up. We got some really good guests coming up. I can't wait.
No, we got some fabulous guests coming up, and we got some very good people who've come up to us already to do Red Star contributing. We thank them in advance. If you've got something you want to say or something you want to put out there, we want everybody who's hearing this to hit us up. Come talk to us. We'll show you how we do it. It's like we'll get you going. It's like we've started to figure this out, and if we can do it, you guys can do it. It's work, but it's not that hard. We got great guests coming up. 2022.
We have an actual Catalonian coming up.
Yeah, we do. 2022 with the election and everything's going to be a roller coaster. It's going to be a tough one. It's like I'm not going to go into. It's like tonight I'm going to surprise everybody by not going into politics. I know. I will try to survive.
It's the year end. Let's just have a pleasant. Let's not get upset.
That's just it. It's like we're going to be going into 2022. We're going to take 3 weeks. We're going to take 3 weeks because we need to, do the maintenance. We need to do the maintenance on this site, and we need to make things work and make things better. And we have new people that we want to help get ready for their debuts. So 2022 is going to be, like I said, it's like may you live in interesting times. It's like, it's going to be interesting. I don't think there's any doubt.
Yeah.
But
it's going to be an interesting year, folks. It's an election year. So I'm still blown away. It seems, I swear to God, Hal, it seems like as if like the mainstream media saw our episode of me telling them like, this is an insurrection connected up on high that Trump did, blah, blah. And it seems like it took a year for them to do something about it, or at least Congress to fucking do something, or can they not do anything, or the press can't say anything, like what they think is what their hunches are, because even though it's blatantly obvious, they're hunches, until Congress does something. I mean, that's what it seems like they're doing. Like Congress does something, then they report, insurrectionist. Motherfucker. You knew the fucking guards. You knew the cops were in on it. You knew like what the hell, bro?
Well, there is a question that kind of goes, how come we knew this and you didn't?
Yeah, like literally the next day, Trump told them to go to the Capitol. No, Trump didn't. No, Trump. He didn't say it, defending his ass, right? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
They got into the Capitol. There's no army there. They're not shooting anybody. Obviously, it's an inside job. No, how do you know? No, they're just being cops. Cops are being. Their cops are being beat up. There's more cops injured than people arrested. Nobody was arrested. Everybody was given a ticket. At the end of the day, that's what they said. You're like, oh my god, dude.
No,
This is all set up.
well.
Dude, finally, all of it's coming out now.
No, one of the fun things about Red Star Report is that we say things, and then like 6 months later, those things are happening.
Yeah, it's on the news.
It's on the it's on the real news.
Yeah,
and everybody comes back, and people come back to me, and they're like, "Wow, you were talking about this a year ago." It's like, yeah, I know. So why do you have the nerve to look surprised?
Seriously, man. I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, everything that we were warning about, now everybody's worried about an armed Trump-style takeover of the election. Now they're worried about it. Here we are. What is it? Oh, it's not an election year yet. It's 2022. Thank God. 2 years away still. Biden's numbers are tanking. I'm not talking about politics, buddy, but no. And now everybody's worried that Trump is going to take the election. Oh my God! Oh my God! Yes, be worried about it.
Yeah, no, it's like, and we're here talking about California independence, and all of a sudden, it's like Congress people are talking about national divorce, and and we're just sitting there going, yeah, wow, where'd you get that idea? Where'd you get,
dude?
The very fact that hashtag national divorce is a Red Star Report registered hashtag. I mean, we don't know nothing about this shit, right?
Right.
Hello. Little birds tell us. That's what it is. We have little birds that sit on.
I know, and
tell us what's going on out there. We
little quails.
Yeah, we just sit there wondering. It's like we see 2 + 2 is 4, and everybody else like 2 + 2 is
it's 4 in this reality. But what is it in dude,
define 2
plus? What does it mean plus? I
mean,
does that mean larger?
Two, because plus it's like, are we talking about 2 additional to 2, or are we talking about 2 as in Christian values crossed to 2? Or it's
dude. So my when I make fun of
we're supposed to take this as reasonable political discourse. Okay, good. Nice.
Yeah, exactly, man. I give up on that. I mean, whatever, dude. But we can just say what we're gonna say, dude. And dude, hey, man, I don't know if this is the time to say it. I might as well just say it because I just said it like that, brought it up. But I'm not sure a lot of people know about California's role in the American Civil War. Just out of curiosity, is anybody not? So, oh my God. Okay, I'm going to do a little segment on that, folks, because you're going to find it very interesting what happened there and how California got involved in that war and for what reasons. Very interesting, folks. I'll start prepping for that, Hal. For the next segment.
What most people know about California history is pretty much summed up by the idea. It's like there were indigenous people, then there were Spanish people, then there were Mexican people, and then America saved us.
No.
And now we're all communists.
Yeah. So, I mean, get this, how actually California per capita gave the most soldiers to the Civil War per capita.
Well,
and the most money.
Well,
I can already tell you where all this is going, bro.
Oh no!
I mean, we just let me see here. 1849, we were independent, right? And they find gold. In 1850, we got American occupation. I wonder why. Geez, it couldn't have been any gold that was there. I mean, then they took that money back over to some war. Fucking assholes. Yeah,
most
deep, bro.
Most territories required like populations to grow beyond a certain point, and there were measurements of what had to happen for a territory to become a state. California was more like, you got how much gold?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. We're fast tracking your pass.
Dude, they came out here in hordes. And interestingly enough, as soon as that war started, they made a U-turn and went back over there to go fight the fucking war.
No, it's like
Fucking assholes.
No,
I don't know if any of them came back after the war. I don't know what happened after that, but it's interesting
the speed of California becoming a state is akin to somebody basically being recognized as a celebrity and being pulled out of the line for the Matterhorn at Disneyland.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, it's like, oh wait, oh no, you're special. Let's go. Anyway, no, it's like we've been talking about all this stuff. It's like we have completely blown through the frequently asked questions.
Yeah,
we've blown through the frequently asked questions. Now we're gonna. So the next series, we're gonna have to go into the "Are you kidding me?" questions.
Yeah, dude. Seriously, man.
What will California do as a new nation if the earthquake happens and California falls into the sea?
Oh yeah.
Drown.
Well, we don't know how to swim out here, so we'll be okay.
Yeah. Surf. We will surf a lot.
We took swimming in PE. Okay, in high school, we all had to mandatory.
You know, it's
surfing.
It's like get ready. What we can announce tonight. Like I said, we will have some new contributors. We're not saying who yet, but we do have a couple of interviews lined up with some more very interesting people.
Yep.
We are also going to be upping our Instagram presence. We're going to be upping our media presence again, and we're looking for people to help us do that. We'll be looking for people to help us do that. We're probably going to be looking to, for the first year, it's like, and everybody, I'll ask your forgiveness in advance. I'll ask your forgiveness. Red Star Report's kind of been a one-way talk. It's like, I talk at you and you get to complain at me on Facebook. Or one of our cartoons or some sort of, or one of our videos. It's like, there hasn't been a lot that we have not really been able to sponsor broad two-way communication. Well, what we are going to be looking to do coming in next year is setting up a clubhouse account, basically for Red Star Roundtable, which
this is fun.
Various Red Star Report people, and I'm volunteering Shankar for some of this already. Haha. He didn't know that, by the way.
No, I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. I'm down with that. I checked it out last night.
These roundtables will basically be, it's basically interactive radio, you know, for the internet. Call in, discuss, broadcast it out, and what we'll do is we'll start off probably with once a month. We'll put out a topic in advance and invite people to come or just have people show up. Hit us up if you have something to say. And that way it won't always be a one-way conversation. But until then, yeah. We thank you for everything. Like I said, this is episode 30.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for
for
subscribing, man. All you 50 cats out there.
Yeah.
We're trying to make it to the 100 mark. Tell your friends, post our stuff up everywhere that any like-minded folks, have them give us a subscribe. We want to get to that 100 mark, because after that it'd be, and you know what, it's consistent, man. Every time we put a show out, the amount of subscribers we have or the amount of views we get. So I really appreciate you guys for doing that, man, and watching it.
Yeah.
The entire episode, everybody. Thank you so much. And
now here's the challenge. When you go to push the like button, also push the share button.
Oh yeah.
Push the subscribe button and the share button.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
they don't want to tell everybody, then they don't want their family to know that they're California independents, dude. I understand. We're all closet
secessionists.
We totally get that, man, with the family and what your belief is on California. It's outlandish. It's crazy. But hey, man, sometimes you just got to wear that hat, man.
Well,
let it be known.
Yeah.
So,
Sometimes it's sometimes it's okay to upset Uncle Nick at the Thanksgiving dinner table, right? On the other hand, they do suffer with a problem that goes, we were talking about independence and about California becoming a separate country 4 years ago. And we've been talking about on Red Star Report since we started on episode 1. Now everybody's talking about it. So maybe we are not as fringe as people think.
Dude, that first they call us fringe, then they laugh at us,
then they fight us.
They fight us, and then we win.
And then we win.
Hal, dude, I'm gonna get going, buddy.
Anyway,
it's getting late. I'm gonna get some. Hey, you know what we got to do, man? Best taco joint in Southern California, dude. We gotta do that. I'm gonna go get some right now.
I'm down. Best tacos. Oh no, arm twisting. Shankar, thank you.
All right, yeah, thank you, Hal. Thank you very much, Hal. Thank you, everybody.
All right,
have a good night.
We'll talk to you soon.
The idea that Californians would attack the U.S. in California is absurd. You're a person of goodwill. How can you continue to believe the lies of the two ruling U.S. parties and their corporate sponsors? Don't waste your time, your money, your lives trying to fight the liberation of California from the U.S. Repatriate yourself to the U.S. Leave California in peace and freedom.
Well, that's it for this week. Podcast 30. Last one for 2021. As always, check out our website, www.redstarreport.com. Transcripts of talking points will be posted there. Please hit the subscribe button on our Red Star Report YouTube channel. Go find our Red Star Report Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram accounts, etc., etc., etc. Because if you want a real California independence movement media group, it's all about the algorithms. Again, humbly, thanks to you and all our Red Star Rebels for watching. As always, we are Red Star Report. Happy New Year.